The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
And good morning, Kern County. It is 5 a.m. on the day after the 4th of July. I'm Alex Fisher alongside Elena Rusk. So let's look back on the 4th of July, shall we? Well, Independence Day celebrations kicked off early in neighborhoods throughout greater Bakersfield, including Westchester, where they've been honoring the birth of America, along with the simple pleasures of community, for a third of a century. Here's 17's Robert Price.
Today is the 246th birthday of America, and almost as important, it's the 34th annual Westchester 4th of July parade.
The celebrants met at 22nd and Elm, many of them decked out in patriotic regalia. The mayor, the assemblyman,
and happy birthday, America.
Veterans, kids, dogs, moms, dads, grandmas and grandpas, bikes, strollers, wagons, fast cars, slow cars, fire trucks, all here for one purpose.
4th of July, America.
Yeah, what is 4th of July?
It's when America was made.
When this country was made. That is the primary purpose. Secondary was fellowship with neighbors, celebration of family, multiple generations, food, drink, water gun drenchings. The Grand Marshal was 98-year-old World War II veteran Ray Mish.
It's a great day to celebrate the United States of America. And thank God we tried to save it.
Oh my gosh, I love him. Ray Mish this year agreed to be our Grand Marshal. He's celebrating 98 years of an amazing life, an honor flight veteran, businessman of the year, just a pillar of our community.
Linda Sullinger of the Boys and Girls Club was, along with Natalie Green, one of the parade organizers.
We have a neighborhood group, of course, but we also have what I call the outside the neighborhood group, and we welcome them. And we get huge support from our local community.
The Westchester Parade, which started in the late 80s with a level of sophistication not much more grand than a convoy of little red wagons, is almost certainly the city's oldest and largest, but other neighborhoods come together as well. In Stockdale Estates, to name one, neighbors gathered at Kroll Park. Food, games, tattoos, temporary, of course. This mom should have received a special award of merit for her Betsy Ross meets Supergirl outfit.
I'm trying really hard. I did it last year, too.
I'm not sure.
Norman Rockwell would be pleased to know that the spirit of Independence Day still exists in America, certainly at least here in Bakersfield.
That was good. It only took 6 tries. Today is the day when Americans of both major persuasions can come together. People who like mustard on their hot dogs and ketchup on their hot dogs. At the Westchester Parade, Robert Price, 17 News.
One of the biggest fireworks show of the year kicked off in Southwest Bakersfield last night. More than 20,000 people were estimated to be there. The show was a chance for attendees to safely enjoy the holiday with local food vendors and watch professionals put on a great fireworks show. Turning to our Sierra snowmelt coverage, and despite warnings about the dangers of the Kern River, some decided to take their chances on the 4th of July. Firefighters got the call late in the afternoon about 2 swimmers needing to be rescued near Hart Park. As help was on the way, one of the swimmers somehow got out, but the other was stuck on an island. However, shortly before rescue crews got there, both of the swimmers had safely gotten to shore. They were still taken to a hospital just as a precaution for possible water intake. We turn to news making headlines around the nation this morning, and it appears that cocaine was found at the White House. It initially triggered a lockdown on Sunday. Secret Service says a white powdery substance was found in a work area in the West Wing. Although the Secret Service is performing more testing on that substance, radio dispatch from responding fire crews said the powder tested positive for cocaine on a field test. It was also found in a small dime-sized bag. President Biden was away at Camp David in Maryland for the weekend when the substance was discovered. The White House so far has declined to comment. As the country celebrates America's independence this July 4th holiday, a uniquely American problem continued to rear its ugly head. Mass shootings happened in areas ranging from Philadelphia to Texas and then our nation's capital, where 9 people were shot at a holiday gathering. They are expected to survive. NBC's Bree Jackson, though, is in Washington this morning with the very latest.
A violent and deadly July 4th weekend across America.
Everybody use caution. We still got somebody out there firing shots. Good shot.
5 people were killed and 2 children injured in Philadelphia Monday night. Police are using this surveillance video as part of their investigation. Authorities say the 40-year-old suspect wearing body armor walked on the street with an AR-15 style rifle and a handgun, firing randomly.
It just mayhem. You can't explain it the way it was all blood all over the place.
I heard a young man screaming like, help, 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 please help. There's people walking by him.
It's a disgraceful but all too common situation in America.
In a separate deadly shooting, police in Fort Worth, Texas say 3 people were killed, 8 others injured during a 4th of July celebration.
It's senseless, man. You know, you had people come in to a family environment with guns and start shooting randomly.
Delivering remarks to the National Education Association, President Biden called for improved gun laws, including a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Congress needs to step up, pass common sense gun safety laws to protect our kids and educators. And by the way, arming teachers is not the answer. Arming teachers is not the answer.
Nationwide, communities are searching for solutions to gun violence. And President Biden is renewing his call for lawmakers to enact universal background checks and end gun manufacturers' immunity from liability. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Well, it was a busy night of the year for the Bakersfield Fire Department, responding to seemingly countless calls, many suspected to be the cause from illegal fireworks. 17 Sunrise reporter Aaliyah Fitzgerald was there last night and has the story.
While the average person is having fun on the 4th of July, the average firefighter is responding to emergencies deep into the evening. A big reason? Illegal fireworks.
The 4th of July usually gets pretty rowdy. We usually have multiple reinforced structure fires, which is unfortunate, and typically it's due to illegal fireworks.
Illegal fireworks covered the sky last night, and fires started early in the evening. But this wasn't unexpected. Similar instances occur every year.
Typically, year to year, it's pretty crazy. Our first in has been lighting up fireworks for the past week, so we can only expect that on tonight it'll be even more than it has been for the past few nights.
It was a great reminder for the average civilian to thank your local firefighters for your safety. From medical care to putting out fires, they put their lives on the line to ensure that you still have yours.
Aaliyah Fitzgerald reporting. Now, most people in Kern County were surrounded by dangerous and illegal fireworks last night and over the weekend. So to give you a better understanding, here's a look at where all of the illegal fireworks were reported throughout the Bakersfield area. This is data compiled by the county and city fire departments. So as you see right here, each yellow dot represents a report of an illegal firework. It shows all areas of town where were plagued by loud booms. Well, many customers in South and in Southeast Bakersfield were without power on a hot night amid holiday celebrations. According to PG&E, at one point more than 4,000 homes and businesses were in the dark. Most of the problems were fixed before midnight, and as of this morning, the power is back on for everyone. A homicide investigation has been launched at North Kern State Prison after a 25-year-old inmate was found dead. The State Department of Corrections says Ricardo Saldivar was unresponsive in his cell Monday afternoon. The coroner is still determining his cause of death. Officials did say the cell where Saldivar was found was also occupied by another inmate. Saldivar arrived to the prison last month after being sentenced to 32 years to life. He was convicted for killing a 66-year-old woman and her dog in Los Angeles. Meantime, the city of Arvin finally selected a permanent police chief after a controversial 10-month-long search to lead the department. Several sources familiar with the matter confirm Arvin City Manager Jeff Jones chose acting chief Alex Galspor for the top spot of 3 finalists. He was a lieutenant when he was named interim chief back in September and has been with the Arvin Police Department for 13 years. The next step is for the Arvin City Council to ratify its contract and hold an oath ceremony at its next meeting scheduled for next Tuesday.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.